Blind buying fragrances can be very risky and very expensive. Very expensive. In this video, I feature a few fragrances that I blind bought. Were they worth the hype? Were they worth the money? Were they worth my hard-earned coin? Was it a splurge-worthy success? You have to keep watching to find out. Okay guys, in today's video, I want to dive into blind buying fragrances just to see, was it worth the risk for me? If you're a fragrance lover or a fragrance enthusiast, or if you're a beginner just starting your fragrance collection, I believe you'll find value in this video. By the way guys, I am Cordelia. Thank you for joining my channel, Loving Life with Cordelia, where I make videos surrounding faith, lifestyle, and beauty like this one. All things beauty, fragrances, makeup, hair, all things like that. So you're at the right place if those are the things you love. Let's dive into this first fragrance. The first fragrance I blind bought was Viktor & Rolf's Flower Bomb Tiger Lily. Yes, I blind bought this fragrance. And fun fact, I never was a big flower bomb type of person. The flower bomb scent profile just didn't go well with my skin chemistry, and I tried the OG flower bomb. I tried the Ruby Orchid. I don't even know what made me want to try this, but the color of the bottle and the notes and the season we're in and the type of summer I plan on having, let me give you the notes. Let me give you the notes before I tell you how I feel about this fragrance. So we have key notes of coconut milk, tiger lily, and mango. Those are the keynotes. Upon first sniff, you automatically get the coconut. I get a lot of coconut. Yeah. So much so I almost choked myself out with that one, child. But yeah, I get the coconut. And although I said I was never a flower bomb type of person, you can still, the flower bomb DNA is still present, but it's to the back, it's faint, you know. So if you're wearing this, people are not going to automatically say, oh, you have on a flower bomb fragrance, unless you're just that much of a fragrance lover that you know the flower bomb DNA when you smell it. Disclaimer, fragrances will smell different on your test strips than on your skin, but we're just going to give a review on the test strips because I've already worn it on my skin. And let me tell you something, the Viktor & Rolf Tiger Lily was worth the hype. It was worth the blind buy. It was worth the risk, in my opinion. You're gonna get coconut, so if you're not a coconut type of person, you want to steer far away from this one. So you're gonna get coconut. I smell the coconut, I smell the mango. It's very lactonic, kind of milky, kind of smooth, kind of creamy. So yeah, it's giving all the vibes, all the summer, all the laying on the beach sipping on a pina colada. That's the kind of summer I'm trying to have. That's why I end up buying this fragrance. But I plan on wearing this fragrance out, summer vacation, swimsuit on, you know, cute little cover up with your flip-flops, laying under the umbrella, sipping on a pina colada with the crystal blue waters. That's what this is giving. It's so soft. It's not in your face. It's not like beast mode, but it's a scent bubble. So if someone is around you, they're going to smell it. It's going to be in your little scent bubble. And it stays in your scent bubble. It doesn't even turn into a skin scent, in my opinion. Because when I wore it, I had compliments all day. People would say, what is that you have on? What are you wearing? It smells so springtime. It smells so beachy. And I was like, that's the smell I was going for. It smells so tropical and fruity. I wish the mango came through a little bit more, because the coconut is kind of overtaking the mango a little bit. I mean, you can smell the mango, But that coconut and that tiger lily is the star of the show. If you plan on having, and I'm not going to say a hot girl summer, baby. If you plan on having a fun summer, a beach summer, a tropical water summer, if you plan on traveling, this right here, this the fragrance you want to take with you. I'm not going to waste too much more time on it. This was a very successful blind buy. Let's move on to the next fragrance. So my next fragrance, guys, is going to be Bond number 9 Gold Coast. Now, if you are a fragrance lover, then you know Bond number 9 is not no Bond, okay? It's not something that you want to blind buy. But what made me do this? Like, I'm trying to think to myself, what will possess you to blind buy such an expensive fragrance? And I don't know if y'all can see the dents. I don't know if you can see where the dent is, but clearly this was very successful for me. Okay, let's get into, oh my god, it smells so good, y'all. Let's get into the notes. The key notes are lychee, apricot, red apple, rose essence, watermelon, rose absolute, cedarwood, vanilla, and musk. Y'all, if blind buy a fragrance was a person, you see this, okay? Because baby, let me tell you one thing I love, this Gold Coast. Oh, it's so fruity, so juicy, so, and it's not in a childish way. It's so sophisticated. It's so good. You can smell, because I love lychee, and I think y'all know that about me by now. I love lychee in any fragrance. It uplifts my mood. It makes me feel happy. I feel bubbly and happy-go-lucky. That's what this fragrance does for me. Not only does it do that for me, it just smells amazing, y'all. And it lasts on my skin all day. I wore this to work. 8 hours in, people were still asking me, what kind of fragrance you got on? So as I said Bond number 9, it was like, yeah, no. Let me tell y'all something. Sometimes you just gotta splurge. Understandably so, if it's not something that you can afford, because these days they got a clone. I'm gonna say clone, not dupe, but they clone and everything. So I'm pretty sure there's a clone out there for this. However, I wanted the experience to feel luxurious and having the original from the original website. Y'all, this is so good. You smell the lychee. You smell the apricot. You smell the watermelon. It's so juicy, so fruity, yet so sophisticated. This was definitely a successful blind buy, and one that I will repurchase again once it's gone, because I plan on wearing this all spring and all summer. And side note, if y'all know me, y'all know I'm not biased to the seasons. I'm gonna wear what I want to wear, when I want to wear it, how I want to wear it, okay? This right here, this is a fragrance I plan on keeping in my collection. I plan on re-upping when it goes out. Oh, y'all need to smell this. Bond number 9 Gold Coast. This was a very successful blind buy. So my next fragrance, guys, is going to be the Huda Beauty Easy Bake. Now, I'm pretty sure everybody now has heard the story of the Huda Beauty, how she had the baking powder and it was very fragrant, and a lot of her customers were complaining that the powder was too fragrant. So what she did was made a fragrance-free version of that same baking powder and took the fragrance and put it into a perfume, which was genius. Genius marketing, I'm not gonna lie. So this is it, the Huda Beauty Easy Bake perfume. Packaging is, you know, standard frosted glass, black top. Goes with her branding here with a Huda Beauty label. So yeah, it's, you know, it's on brand for her. Now let's get into the juice. Let's get into the juice and let's get into the notes. Some of the notes, the key notes in this fragrance is lush pear, ylang ylang, tuberose, vanilla Madagascar, and sugared amber. Now, y'all, listen to those notes. Don't those notes just sound luscious and juicy and delicious and like you just gonna smell like a sweet snack? Let's get into the juice, okay? Let's give her a test. Now, I've already worn this, so this is not a first impression, but It's a beautiful scent. It's a beautiful scent. Now, this is a disclaimer. I've never smelled the Easy Bake powder because I've never used it in my makeup routine. If it smelled like this, I probably wouldn't have wanted to put it on my skin either, at least under my eyes, rather in a cosmetic form. But putting it on my skin in a perfume form, though, now that's a different story. I'm gonna wear this. I'm gonna wear this all spring and summer. Some will argue that this may be fall time, but y'all know I'm not biased to the seasons. I'm gonna wear this. Now, let me tell you something. Is it revolutionary and groundbreaking? No. Is it something that you smelled before? Absolutely. I would venture off to say that this smells not identical, but if you put them side by side, if you put this side by side with the Valentino Donna Born and Roma Intense, the Donna Born and Roma Intense version, you're gonna get this. This is what you're gonna smell. Or I would say it puts you in the mind of the Gucci Floral. Yeah. So the tuberose comes through real heavy. The amber, I'm smelling the amber. It's a beautiful fragrance, very sweet. It's sweet, it's subtle, it's long lasting on the skin. If you overspray, it can go beast mode, I will say that. Because, you know, I'm an oversprayer. So one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to overspray fragrances. And that's funny because I had someone in my comments that said they can't stand people that overspray. This is a judgment-free zone here on Loving Life with Cordelia. And if you're an oversprayer, baby, overspray. Your money spent. You spent your money on it, okay? One thing I'm going to do is overspray. But getting back to the fragrance, this is a beautiful fragrance. Very sweet, very floral. That tuberose coming through. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's not groundbreaking. It's not revolutionary. But if you were able to get your hands on this limited edition, I don't think it's going to be sold on her site forever. It's very limited edition. You know, you got yourself a good fragrance. And I believe once it sits and macerates a little bit, it's probably going to get a little stronger. But for right now, it's very sweet, very floral, very subtle. And I like it. I would say this is a successful blind buy. Did I need it? No. Was it a waste of money? I wouldn't say it was a waste of money, but I didn't need it. You know, from smelling it, I have a couple of fragrances that smell like this already. So if you do have the Gucci Floral, if you do have the Donna Born and Roma Intense, no, you don't need it. You don't need it. Don't blind buy it for that reason if you have those fragrances. But if you don't, it's worth the purchase. Okay, let's move on to the next fragrance, guys. So my next fragrance is going to be Miss Dior Parfum. Okay, not to be mistaken with the Miss Dior Eau de Parfum. Okay, this is the newest release that just came out. Now I got the small one, and let me tell y'all why I got the small one. I don't know if you remember from I did a perfume collection. I'll link it up in the cards above. I have the original Miss Dior. It is so very powdery until I never reached for it. But what made me buy this? What made me want to blind buy this? What made me want to take a risk on this? Looking at the notes, and I said, you know, why not? That's why I got the little small one. But judging from the smell of this, I'm glad I got the small one. I'm not saying it's not worth your money. It's very beautiful. Let's get into the notes. We have key notes of mandarin, jasmine, and amberwood. Y'all, this is a very beautiful fragrance. Not nearly as powdery as the original Miss Dior. I'm so happy about that. I found myself, I wore this a couple of times, and I found myself like, oh girl, you smell good. Like, you know, I was giving myself compliments because that's what it is. It's a compliment getter. You're going to get compliments when you wear this. Now, if you have the Lancome La Vie Belle, you pretty much smelling almost, not identical, and it's not a dupe or a clone, but it smells very, very similar. Okay, so if you have the La Vie Belle by Lancome, you're really gonna be smelling this fragrance. But you know, if you don't have the La Vie Belle and that original Miss Dior is just a little too powdery for you, you're gonna enjoy this one. And this fragrance shines, baby. It's the star in the sun. Okay, I feel like it gets stronger as it gets hotter. Now, I live in Louisiana, baby. The sun be sunning. The sun don't play in Louisiana. It gets 100+ degrees here. So I'm gonna see how she performs. Smells so good, y'all. I'm gonna see how she performs in the very, very hot months, in the heart of the summer where it's scorching hot in Louisiana. But I wore this a couple of times and love it. Yes, very successful blind buy. And I'm glad I got the small one because, again, if you have the La Vie Belle, then you kind of don't need both of them. But this is a beautiful, beautiful floral, sweet. Oh, it's so good. It's a good one. This is a good one. This is a good one. Love it way more than the original Miss Dior. If it's the original Miss Dior is too powdery for you, get your hands on this one. This one was a successful blind buy, in my opinion, guys. So this next fragrance, y'all don't even know how I have to contain my excitement. For me, I felt like that girl. I was that girl, baby. Listen, who you talking to me? Because I thought you said something. That's how I feel about owning my first Xerjoff. And this is from Join the Club, the Join the Club collection club, Cambridge Club. Okay? The Cambridge Club from the Join the Club collection. Okay? Y'all. Now, ooh, child. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh my God. That's all I'm going to say. Let's get back. Let's focus, okay? Let's focus. Let's focus on the video, girl, because you done got off focus. You done smelled it and got off focus. That's it. She's back. Okay, look, listen. Y'all, Cambridge Club, she ain't nothing to be played with. listen. Whew. It's not expensive as the Bond number 9. It's a pretty penny. But if you want to splurge and you want this, I blind bought this, y'all. Unisex fragrances are not... I would not recommend a blind buy on a unisex fragrance. I would not recommend a blind buy on a Xerjoff fragrance because they're very controversial. Either you love it or you're going to hate it. But baby, I don't even want to spray this on the strip. I don't want to waste it. I don't want to waste it on the strip. I'm just going to sniff it out the bottle. So good. Now, on the actual website, it says that these notes are secret. You're not gonna know the notes. So if you're trying to find out the notes, you won't find it on Xerjoff website. And if you're going on the original website, that's where you want to find about the fragrance. You want to find it from the maker. So I went on. It doesn't tell you. I go on other websites and it tells you that it may have. Now this is a disclaimer. I'm not saying that it does have. And I'm not saying I don't smell it in it. But what I'm saying is Xerjoff say they ain't telling y'all the notes. They ain't telling y'all the notes. But I'm going to tell y'all what the people say in the fragrance and the frag community, okay? The people say it has Bulgarian rose, coriander, caramel, bourbon vanilla. That's what the people say. That's what the people say. But listen, whoo child, if it don't have Bulgarian rose, don't call me a fragrance lover, okay? Because I've been lied to my whole life if this don't have Bulgarian rose in it. If it's not Bulgarian rose, it's some type of rose, okay? Might not be Bulgarian, but it's a rose. It's a rose absolute. It's a Bulgarian rose. It's some type of rose. But y'all, it's so seductive, so sensual. Oh, it's so deep. It's so dense. It's gonna stick to your skin until you wash it off. Now, I said that. I don't say that about a lot of fragrances. This one right here, the Xerjoff Cambridge Club, is pressure. Okay? It's not, ooh, it's not like, oh, my floral skipping through the flower fields, hopping through the flower fields with my flower basket and my little straw hat. It's not that feminine, but it's not masculine either. It's just so good, y'all. I can't even explain it. I was very excited about this blind buy when I brought it in the when I got it in the mail. The presentation in the nice leather box was amazing. If y'all want a dedicated review on this perfume or this fragrance by joining the club, Cambridge Club, let me know in the comments down below. Because I don't want to go on and on. But the scent profile for this is amazing, y'all. It's pressure. Compliment getter. People go, it attracts people. It attracts people to you, okay? It attracts people. I wore this. I'm going to say this one little story. I wore this to the doctor's office. Was signing my little paper because I was a new patient. So, you know, you got to sign a little paper. And I'm trying to get my little sign on. And somebody say, excuse me. She was like sniffing, and I'm like, girl, how you doing? She was like, what are you wearing? I was like, oh, you like my perfume, huh? It's called Cambridge Club. She was like, I've never heard of that. So yeah, guys, get your hand. I'm not gonna say blind buy it. I blind bought it and I am so pleased. I can't wait. This fragrance is by Mixed Bar and it's called Vanilla Bourbon. First let me say this was a blind buy. I ordered it, you know, for a store pickup, and I sent my daughter to pick it up. I had never smelt it. That's why it's a blind buy for me, because I wasn't the one that picked it up and wasn't the one in the store that's actually smelling it. But you can actually get it. This is from Target, y'all, and I'm not giving price points in this video, but I want y'all to know this perfume right here was under $20. Y'all heard what I said? This perfume by Mixed Bar called Vanilla Bourbon was under $20. I'm gonna say it was under $25 because it was plus tax. So you gotta add the tax on there. Beautiful fragrance. If you don't like vanilla, then you already know. It's called Vanilla Bourbon. So vanilla is very prominent. If you don't like vanilla, just step away. Okay? Just step away. Don't even worry about it. Let's get into the notes. Okay? Bergamot, jasmine, apple blossom, Madagascar vanilla, sandalwood. Do I need to go on? Do I need to go on? This is beautiful. It's very vanilla. Okay? The sandalwood comes very subtle. Apple blossom, very subtle. All these other notes are very subtle. You're gonna mostly get vanilla. Do you need this and the Kayali vanilla? Probably not. I would venture off to say, and I'm gonna get shot down for this, I would venture off to say this lasts longer on the skin than the Kayali vanilla. Although I love the Kayali vanilla, and I said I wasn't a vanilla lover, but here we are in this chokehold with this Mixed Bar. Okay, you can't beat this with an egg beater. $20. This beautiful fragrance with these beautiful notes that last this long. Where have I been? Nobody told me about this. Where have I been? But I'm gonna put y'all on. I'm gonna tell y'all because nobody told me. I feel some type of way, but I'm gonna put y'all on from Target. Okay, this is beautiful, long lasting, very vanilla. I'll use this as a layering fragrance. Okay, I probably will not wear this alone because I'm not that much a vanilla lover, but I like vanilla. I came to the point I like vanilla. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop lying about that. I'm gonna go ahead and stop lying about being a gourmand girl. I like gourmand fragrances just as much as I like niche. So I'm just a fragrance lover all around. But this is good from Target. Vanilla Bourbon from Mixed Bar. Love it. I plan on using this as a layering fragrance. I have worn it with other fragrances. Layers beautifully, and you can't go wrong. This was a very successful blind buy in my opinion. So guys, those were the fragrances I blind bought. You know, I think I did a very successful blind buy. Again, I'm not advocating that you blind buy any fragrances, especially if you're just starting your fragrance collection, because fragrances are very expensive, especially if you're trying to get the designer version, the brand name, and not a clone or a dupe. You want to feel that, you know, that luxury of having the designer brand name of it. Don't blind buy it. unless you just want that experience like I did. That's the reason for this video. But just try to get some samples. There are many websites that sell samples now. You can get samples. You don't have to blind buy fragrances. Or if you're the type of person that you don't care about the cologne, you know, just get the clone of them. That's, you know, I just like the luxury and the feeling of having the original fragrance. Now, don't get me wrong, I do have some clones in my collection. So I'm not gonna drag this on. Was this blind buy successful? Yes, with the exception of one. I'll consider this a successful blind buy video. And guys, again, I am Cordelia. Thank you for joining me today. And before you leave out, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Turn on your post notifications so that you will not miss a video from me when I upload. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, like, and share this video. Share this video with someone who's considering blind buying some fragrances, just to give them an idea of what they need to expect if they're going to blind buy. And before you head out, guys, watch these two videos on the way out, okay? My perfume collections, and I think these are very beginner friendly. All right, I love you guys. See you in the next one.